Goldylocks Productions broadcasts universal cosmic frequencies that unlock, awaken, and expand the consciousness of our worldwide viewers and listeners.
Goldylocks Productions presents the Live from Little Bear Sanctuary show with Christopher Vane. Enjoy topics such as the vegan lifestyle, sanctuary media highlights, and spotlighting new rescues.
Happy Friday, friends. Welcome to Live from Little Bear Sanctuary. I'm your host, Chris Vane. And if you're watching live today on Friday, August 20th, 2021, don't forget to say hello. Tell everybody where you're watching from. We're live on the Goldylocks Productions YouTube channel and the Little Bear Sanctuary Facebook page and Rumble. Rumble. I gotta say it every week. I'm sorry. Let's get ready to rumble. And of course, if you missed any episodes, you can find us on all of those venues, including every major podcast site. So we have another great show today. I wanted to take a minute to thank everybody who's been supporting the GOAT Games 2021. Gosh, guys, we're really doing amazing. We're almost halfway to our goal. I think we just hit 7,500 today. We're trying to get to 20 Saturday tomorrow. Yeah, because it's Friday. Tomorrow, Saturday, is the final day of the actual games. We are going to let the fundraiser go for an additional week. We know some people get paid twice a month. Stuff like that. So, if you didn't get a chance to donate, we're going to keep it up an extra week to let all the sanctuaries try to reach their goal. So yeah, fun times. And I'll show you guys a video later. We'll talk more about that. But first, I want to bring on my guest. She's an amazing interior designer and a vegan baker. She lives in California with her two pups. Welcome to the studio, my good buddy, Debbie Ignont.
Hello.
Hi, Debbie.
Hi. How are you, friend?
It's so good to see you. Finally.
Yeah, I know. It's so weird. It's like I feel like I've known you forever, but this is the first time we're actually talking.
Seeing each other live.
Yeah.
Off of the Instagram. Yeah. So Debbie and I have been following each other for what? 4 years, 5 years?
Yeah.
It's been a long time.
Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah.
And it's fun to see my friends' accounts grow and see how they evolve. And I love that you're doing this amazing baking stuff because it looks so good.
Thank you.
And I joked with you online that I'm glad we're not neighbors.
Oh yeah.
Because I'd be a lot heavier.
Yeah, I gotta send the stuff somewhere, so I would definitely be sending it to you. So yeah.
How's business going?
It's going well, thanks.
Good.
I'm selling with a cafe locally here in town, which I didn't really expect to do, and that's been quite lovely.
Great.
And yeah, so it's steady. I'm okay, kind of going slow, but it's going well. I'm busy every week, so
I love to hear that. So interior designer first.
Yes.
Yeah. Tell me a little bit about that. Where did the love of interior design come from? I've seen your stuff. I love your stuff.
Oh, thanks. It's kind of I'll make it short, but
we got time.
I was going to school for anthropology.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I was planning on being a forensic anthropologist.
Oh, how cool!
And because I still find anthropology fascinating. But
yeah, me too. Yeah.
Yeah, so I was going to school for that, and hopefully you can't hear Shorty in the background. Sorry if you can, but
okay, you can bring on
okay. I got a flyer from my school about the interior design program, and I was like, what is this? And this was back in the day before, I think HGTV was just coming out.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like a big thing like it is now. And I had always kind of been into like decorating around the house and doing little things, but I never knew that you could make a career out of it. So I was like, let me go check this out. So long story short, I went to the little get together thing, and I was like, oh yeah, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm not doing anthropology anymore. I'll just,
And
read
that was
books
the
about
end of anthropology.
Yeah. Some days I'm
Yeah.
like, what were you thinking?
Sounds like my life. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, right. I mean, from real estate to,
Yeah. Human healthcare to real estate for,
Yeah.
Crazy, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. But sometimes it's like life is not a straight line. It's just kind of,
Yeah.
So that's
what
fine.
Makes it exciting. Yeah.
Yes. So yeah, that's how I made my living up until the pandemic.
Yeah.
And
Yikes.
I was I was working in sales, which I didn't love. And it was just kind of a blessing that I got laid off. And so that's how, I kind of landed into this thing here, which I never planned on ever doing. I've always had a blog and I shared recipes, but I never ever once thought to sell anything. So
there you go. Awesome.
Yeah.
So how long have you been vegan? Tell everybody a little bit about that journey.
Yeah. I was thinking about that. I'm like, gosh, man, I can't even remember. I officially went vegan in 2012, but leading up to that, I think a year before that, I don't know what a lot of people call plant-based. So I was eating not a lot of meat or animal products. Like, I think I was 5 days where I ate no animal products. And then 2 days I had where I just, would eat whatever I wanted.
Yeah.
So I started out for health reasons, but it's interesting because I always knew in the back of my mind, like if I ever saw like one of those videos from the, the farms, the slaughterhouses, I'm like, I know I would go vegan like right away.
Sure.
So I didn't want to, so I didn't watch anything, but I think I came upon like Fully Raw Christina, or, back in the day, that time when it was like Durian Rider and Freely the Banana Girl.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Right. We were all drinking like 10 banana smoothies and eating like a bale of lettuce for dinner. But it was yeah, any of you old school vegans will remember that. But so I happened upon them, and so I was just kind of following it and thought it was interesting. And I don't know who mentioned it, but somebody mentioned the movie Earthlings. And I was like, oh, no, not going to watch that. Not going to watch that.
That's a rough one.
It's horrible. And one day I was on YouTube and it came up and I was like, and I hit the button and I watched it and I sobbed and was just like a wreck. And I haven't eaten any animal products intentionally anyway since. Yeah, that's definitely the documentary. That would do that's
it.
the one to do it. Yeah,
for most people anyway. There were others. Yeah, that one's rough. That's definitely one of the worst to watch.
For sure. Yeah, it was just horrible. And it's interesting how I always knew that would be the case. Like I knew deep down inside that it was wrong, but I just didn't. I didn't want to. Yeah. I
think that's. That's what everybody says, right? The people who still are eating meat. I can't watch it. I don't want to see it.
Yeah, ignorance is bliss.
So, what are we making today?
So we are making chocolate chip cookies. I have like 4 different chocolate chip cookie recipes. So I have like a thin and crispy, like a regular, just all around that I call like a mall style cookie. I have a New York style chocolate chip cookie that I sell, but this is a chewy chocolate chip cookie. So
it is,
everybody has an opinion on what they like, and it's kind of different. So I don't know where you fall in that realm of what you prefer, but I don't know. I like them all.
I'm all about the chewy.
Chewy? Okay, perfect. So Yeah, so I thought it's easy. It's one bowl, no
Yeah.
weird ingredients. I don't want to say weird ingredients, but sometimes people have a hard time finding
Finding
certain
stuff.
ingredients.
Yeah.
I mean, it
Yeah,
does
this
have
was
vegan
easy.
butter.
This was an easy
Yeah,
one. Yeah.
super easy.
Yeah.
It does have vegan butter. I think, if you couldn't find that, you could probably just use oil. So
Yeah, I would. Yeah, probably. Yeah, for
mhm.
sure.
So it's
Yeah, I used. Oh my God, which butter did I use? I can't remember. One of the main brands, not the typical vegan one. One of the ones that's been around forever, and I can't believe I can't remember the name. I usually have boxes.
not Earth Balance.
Not Earth Balance. No.
Miyoko's.
Yeah, none of the fancy ones. These are supermarket.
Okay.
It'll come to me. It's
Perfect.
one of the standard regular
Okay.
butters that the company finally made some vegan stuff.
Okay. And
Easy
what
to
I
find.
forgot, yeah. And what I forgot to mention in the recipe is I use unsalted butter.
Yeah.
And not everybody can find that, but
Yeah.
I find that a lot more and more that you can find unsalted butter. I am in California, so it's probably a little bit easier for me to find things, but you can always adjust the salt in the recipe. If you
Right.
have salted butter, it's fine. I use, what is it? Flora lately. I
Oh,
also
okay.
use Miyoko's. But,
I love Miyoko's. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
Yeah. So these are two.
$100 a pound, but it's so good.
Right. Exactly. I know. But yeah, these are two that you can find unsalted. I think Earth Balance has unsalted as well too.
I
So
think they do. Yeah.
yeah.
Harder to find the Earth Balance sticks, but they do have them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just say, I'm a real advocate of using what you have, and baking is a little bit more tricky because it's baking, but so what
Baking
makes
is
these
science.
yeah,
Cooking is,
science.
something like that, right? Yeah.
Exactly.
Cooking is an art. Baking is a science.
That's right. That's right. And part of that science, what makes these cookies chewy, is that we're using a little bit more brown sugar than the regular granulated sugar. So that's where the chew comes in.
My favorite.
You could also make them even more chewy if you wanted to use bread flour, like mix a little bit in with your all-purpose flour.
Okay.
But
Cool.
yeah, most people don't have that, so I just went with regular old all-purpose. So, you want me to get started, or?
Yeah, let's make some cookies.
Okay.
I can't wait to try it. I made one.
Nice. I have mine over here too.
Oh, good.
Nice.
I got my coffee ready. I'm ready.
Yeah, I got mine too. I'm gonna have to heat up, but I'm ready to go. This is lunch, so.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So I use a scale, and I advocate for a scale, but if you don't use a scale, then I don't know. Do you know about the spoon and scoop method for your flour?
I don't know. Show me and I'll let you know.
Okay. So when I started baking, and what a lot of people do is they take their measuring cup and they just drag it through the flour and kind of like press it in and compact it in. If you do that, you're most likely going to end up with more flour than you're supposed to have.
Yep.
So let me get a spoon. So if you don't have a scale, which you should get one, if you don't, they're like, $10, $20 at Target. You just want to make sure you can see, spoon the flour and put it into your measuring cup. And then you just level it off.
Yep.
So that's the spoon and
Nice.
level.
Yep.
Yeah. So you'll get a more accurate measurement that way. But I'm going to use my scale.
Fancy.
So fancy. Yeah, they're really nice though. I find
you doing grams when you measure on the scale?
I'm doing grams.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean it depends on what I'm doing, but most of the time it's grams. For chocolate, I use ounces.
Yep.
But, okay, so we need 190 grams, which is about 1.5 cups of flour. So I sift my flour. You don't have to do that. I don't tell people to do it because it's just one more thing that people are like, ugh. But I like to sift my flour. I find it's more important with cakes and cupcakes.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, not as much with cookies, but I'm a creature of habit, so I'm just going to go ahead and sift my flour.
I did not sift my flour today.
That's fine.
And this really is easy. I made this morning before the show. Very easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really, really easy. So I'm just going to sift it through. Nice and quick.
Now you're not using a fancy sifter. You don't have one of those fancy things. You're just using
No. Yeah, this I've had forever. So
easy to do.
Yeah. And so now what is it? 74 grams, which is about 1.25 cup plus 2 tablespoons of granulated sugar. My sugar looks a little bit different because I process it and make it fine. So I put mine in the blender to make it. They call it caster sugar or superfine sugar.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So again, totally not necessary, but that's just what I do. And so I also sift that. So I'm going to just throw that in as well.
How long do you keep it in the blender? What do you do to make that?
Well, I use a high power blender. So just until it starts to look like powdered sugar.
Powdered sugar.
It takes maybe like 10 or 15 seconds.
Yep.
Yeah. So I just do that. I don't really have to measure because I have everything here for you. But and then the brown sugar, I do not sift because it's clumpy.
Yep.
Especially if you're using vegan, which is organic sugar.
Yep. Yeah, that's what I use.
I don't know if you remember the day, but I remember the day when I found out that sugar is not necessarily vegan.
Me too.
So, yeah.
That was like one of my first, what?
Yeah, that's what I was too. I was talking to a couple, they weren't even vegan, but I was talking about being vegan, and they're like, oh, yeah, our friend is vegan. It's so weird how so many things aren't vegan, like sugar. And I was like, What? They're like,
I was vegan when I found out a lot of sugar is not vegan. And for those of you listening, watching today or listening.
Today might be the day.
Yeah. Most white sugar that's not organic. I think all organic sugar is vegan, right? Yeah. Right. If it's regular white sugar, non-organic, it's processed through a machine that's bone, right? The bone or the rollers. Exactly. So you get a lot of animal bone char in the sugar. Yeah. So any kind of white processed sugar is not considered vegan.
Yeah. It's so weird. It's like
so strange, right? Like what?
Yeah. Just like milk powder and products.
Are they using bones to crush sugar, right?
It's so, but yeah. Okay. That's where we are. But so, yeah.
But yeah, we're still there, right? Crazy.
Yeah. I don't know. Hopefully, maybe we can make some progress with that. But yeah. But like I mentioned before, the cookies are chewier because of the brown sugar. Brown sugar adds moisture. White sugar gives you more of a spread in a cookie and makes them a little bit more crispy. So we're going heavy. We're going 1/2 cup on the brown sugar, which is 100 grams. And I'm using light. You could use dark if you want, but whoop. Got a little clumpy sitting out here. I'll just break that up. And then next we have salt and our raising agent. We're just using baking soda. We don't want to use baking powder because that's gonna make your cookies rise more and make them a little bit more cakey, and we're going for chewy. So that's why we use the baking soda. I'm using kosher salt. I have 1/2 teaspoon here. I kind of like a little bit more, but people are like, some people are weird about salt in baking recipes, but trust me, you need it. Because if you don't have salt,
it makes a big difference.
Yeah, it brings out the flavors. Yeah. And if you don't put it in, it's going to be, you'll know. you'll
Yeah,
know.
and it's good with chocolate.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I think you can bump up the salt a little bit. Like chocolate can take more salt. So,
Absolutely,
but
yeah. Yeah, for
I'm
sure.
using kosher salt, which is a little less salty than table salt. So if you're using table salt or if you're using salted butter, then maybe you want to cut down on the salt a little bit. But this is half a teaspoon of kosher salt and half teaspoon of baking soda. Put that in. And then I'm going to mix it up just to get it incorporated. And then this, typically you put the chocolate chips in at the end, and you can do that. It's not a big deal, but I just kind of like to get them coated in the flour. So I go back and forth, but with this recipe, I tend to put in the chocolate. So I put in 6 ounces of chocolate. You can go 8 if you really, really like a lot of chocolate. I prefer a chocolate bar, which I didn't have, so I'm using wafers. But if you have chocolate chips, use chocolate chips. It's going to be
I
perfect.
made a combination. I did white and semi.
Ooh, where do you get your white chocolate from? Who makes
Walmart.
that? Walmart?
Walmart makes vegan
Really?
white chocolate chips, organic.
Holy man.
Isn't that crazy?
I'm going to Walmart today.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, so I'm using semi-sweet chips. You can go dark chocolate, the white chocolate, mix it. You can put in, walnuts, pecans, whatever you want. This recipe, like most chocolate chip recipes, you can adjust it to what you like. So I got that coated. Now, the reason why this is an easy recipe that you can just use one bowl with is because we melt the butter. We're not having to cream the butter and the sugar together, which is nice, but
Yeah, it's very easy.
yeah, this just makes it super easy. I did it on stove. You can pop the butter in the microwave. Doesn't matter. I was using a whisk. I'm going to switch over to a spatula now. Uh-oh. I think my butter has consolidated a little bit. Yeah, but it's fine. Looks like applesauce, which I think if you're trying to be healthy, you can maybe use applesauce.
Yeah,
I
never thought about that.
I was super healthy as a vegan when, Durian Rider, Freely, Fully Raw Christina. I did the really healthy thing in the beginning, but once I found out that you could eat everything vegan that you can eat, normally, I kind of just went the other way.
Me too. I'm the same way. Give me a Beyond Burger. Give me a Beyond
Exactly. Ooh, that sounds good. Have to have that after my cookie. But so it's a little consolidated here, but that's okay. And I'm just going to mix it up. And the thing that so we have the butter, and typically in a cookie recipe, you have eggs, right?
Yep.
And of course, we're not using eggs. A lot of people use flax eggs, chia eggs. That's perfectly fine. I think especially for a chocolate chip cookie, that's fine. But sometimes I find that I feel the flavor comes through a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
me too.
I used to,
especially the flax. Yeah.
Yes. It's nutty, like a nutty flavor, which could work sometimes.
Yeah.
But so I used to use aquafaba a lot, which I still use for my brownies. But for my cookies and for my cakes, once I found out the molecular structure of an egg, which is just basically water and fat, it's like, okay, let's just use water and fat. So
works great.
Yeah, when you're using it to help bind a recipe and give moisture, then it works really well. Like if you're looking for something that's going to give structure, not as much. But for this case, it works well. So I just mix mine together. You don't have to do it. You can dump it in separately, but just add
Tell everybody what aquafaba is. I know some people have no clue what that is.
Aquafaba is the liquid from a can of chickpeas, which sounds totally disgusting and wrong.
But it's so good.
it works. I mean, it's a protein. That's why it works. If you look at it, it looks like an egg white, and it works like an egg white. Yep. You want to make meringue, or like I said, I use it in my brownie recipes because you can blend it and it puffs up like a meringue, like egg white. So it's really amazing. I don't know who found this out.
I was.
Do you?
I have no idea. I've always been stunned and amazed by it, especially when I found out. First time I found out, I was like, "What?
What?"
And then I used it, and I was like, "Oh my gosh!"
Yeah.
And who thought of this?
It's amazing, and you could use you could sub the aquafaba for the water and add it with the oil and have the same kind of situation. The reason why I started going this way for my recipes is I bake a lot, so I can open a can of chickpeas and
go through
store the liquid for later and use it. But a lot of people, you don't want to do that, and sometimes you're baking.
Now I always save it.
You do? Okay.
Oh, all the time. I drain it. Put it in the fridge.
Right.
Yeah.
Sure. And if you're baking, then that's great. But if you're not, or if you're baking a lot, then you're opening a lot of cans of chickpeas, and you're like, okay, what do I do with all these chickpeas? But so the
chickpea
water
salad for lunch.
Exactly. I did that the other day. I was making a lot of brownies, and I was like, okay. Chickpea stew, chickpea salad.
Makes a great mock chicken salad,
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm just adding vanilla in there. That's 1 teaspoon. And vanilla and chocolate are great together. I think some people are weird about that too. Why do I need vanilla for chocolate? But they're buddies. I'm going in with my hand because of my butter situation.
All good.
They're clean, and nobody else is going to eat these cookies except for this household, so we're good. And typically when the butter is more liquidy, it's kind of going to be a little bit of I don't want to say greasy, but a greasier kind of dough.
Yeah.
So that's why this is another thing that people hate is we let the dough rest in the refrigerator for 30 minutes. People get really irritated by that, but I don't know. I always let my cookie dough rest, whichever cookie recipe, and usually it's overnight.
It was easy.
Yeah, I mean, 30 minutes is not bad.
Not bad.
I didn't ask for it overnight, which I could have, but I didn't. But this process, letting it rest for 30 minutes, is basically just to get that butter a little bit solidified so it doesn't completely spread in the oven. But when you let it rest more, right? When you
I use too much though. I use too much dough for one cookie.
I think you can never use too much dough for one cookie.
True. I mean, they're really good.
Yeah,
so.
It's going to be delicious. But if you let your dough sit overnight, the flavor of your cookie is going to start to improve. You can also throw the dough in the freezer, scoop out balls and put it in a freezer safe container. And just when you want a cookie, you don't have to make a dozen or 10 or one in your case, but just have a cookie whenever you like.
And the cookie dough is good too.
Yeah, exactly. Well, okay, if you're going to make cookie dough, just make sure you cook your flour first.
Yeah.
Okay.
I heard that.
There's
last week I heard that. Yeah.
Yeah, 350, 10 minutes.
Okay.
Then you can have cookie dough. But this
used to be eggs, now it's the flour too.
Exactly. I mean, I've eaten a lot of vegan cookie dough and nothing's ever happened, but I have to say that.
You have to say it. Yeah.
Nobody gets it. Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly. So this is basically what the dough is looking like. And then again, pop it in the fridge actually, I have I usually weigh mine out on the scale because, especially if I'm selling a cookie, so they're all even.
Sure.
But you could just use a ice cream scoop.
Yeah, I use an ice cream scoop, but a really big one.
Yeah. Do you have any? I need to get a really big one. And just
I have to get a small one. We'll show everybody later my results by using a big.
Yeah, I can't wait. Yeah, I love that though. I've been wanting to make like a cookie like skillet. Just one big cookie.
Yeah.
So that is.
Well, this might be the recipe to do that with.
Yeah, you've given me some inspiration there, so thank you.
Yeah, anytime.
Yeah. So just pop them out. They spread, but not super, super, super much. So you can just, put them evenly on the cookie sheet.
Yep. Is that like 6, 8? How many you got there?
I think I would put 6 on a regular cookie sheet. Yeah. And then, have your oven preheated to 350, which I should have mentioned before. But I put my cookie dough on parchment paper.
Yep.
And 10 to 14 minutes, you're in Cookie Town.
Absolutely.
So, should we share our cookies? Or
let's eat a cookie.
Ooh, I haven't had anything, so I'm excited.
I got my coffee. I got my cookie. So I got to show everybody my cookie. So I made my cookies this morning, and really easy recipe. But I only had the big scoop of the big ice cream scoop. So I ended up with really big cookies. I'm going to lift it off the plate. It's almost the size of my head.
Love it. Love it.
But I know they're going to be good.
Yeah.
It's hard to mess up this recipe.
Yeah. Cool. I'm glad you think it was easy. And
it was really easy.
Yeah. Nice.
I'm going to eat it right now.
Okay.
And I added some white chocolate chips too to the semi-sweet, so I'm excited.
Sounds delicious. I actually added walnut, so we both had some.
Really good.
Wow. I mean, for the effort.
Look who's here. Somebody's trying to share my cookie.
Who's that?
You want to say hello?
Oh my goodness.
Say hi, everybody.
Oh,
say hi, everybody.
Now,
this is Koa. Good girl.
Hi, girl.
I'm trying to eat my cookie now.
Oh, no, we don't want that. Oh, yeah, I have mine locked out of the kitchen. I have a pocket door, so they're trying to get in. But
do not feed your dogs chocolate chip cookies. Anybody who's watching.
Yeah, very important.
Dogs cannot eat chocolate.
Right. And if you're a person who doesn't want a chewy chocolate chip, you can just make the sugars even, and you'll have a more traditional kind of chocolate chip cookie. So there's that as well.
These are chewy. These are really good.
That's it. Yeah.
That was great. It was so easy.
Yeah.
I hope everybody tries this.
I hope so too.
Do I get to meet Mr. Shorty?
Yes. Let me, if you don't mind, Yay!
So Debbie has a couple doggies, and we always have fun with Shorty online, and I've never got to meet him. So I'm very excited. Oh, there he is. Oh my God.
Look who it is.
Shorty.
Oh.
Hi, Shorty.
And Sophie's down here trying to get into the action. And there's also a little baby kitten in the bathtub that I'm.
Oh, that's right. You have a kitten you've been taking care of.
Yeah. So
awesome.
We got a full house right now. Not as much as you, but yeah.
Rescue kitty?
Yeah. I guess I don't know if the mama went out and got hurt or got locked back up, or if she left them because she didn't think, you know, they were going to survive. There were two. There's one now. But yeah, so far so good. So hopefully everybody keep your fingers crossed for Miss Alexa Rose in there. And
awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for saving her. That's awesome. I'll keep my fingers
crossed.
Hopefully she stays healthy.
Thank you. Yeah, well, thank you for all the animals that you're saving.
Oh, gosh, you know, I'm
what you do is amazing.
Blessed to be able to do what I'm doing. I really am. It's been a passion, and I'm so lucky that it's been successful, you know.
Yeah. I'm so happy for you. You know,
Thanks.
I've been so happy for you from the beginning. Like,
thanks.
Yeah. So
I always, when I meet people on Instagram who've known me for a while, you know, I always say I went from kissing puppies to saving pigs, right? Yeah.
Right. Yeah. It's amazing. Yeah.
Well, thank you for coming on the show today, Debbie. It was absolutely great to see you and the puppies, and I wish you so much success, and we'll see each other.
Oh, you cut out, but hopefully.
Yeah, I think I cut out.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I really appreciate you thinking of me.
Yeah, fantastic. If you want to find Debbie, she's the @YourVeganHome on Instagram, Facebook, and it's yourveganhome.com is your website.
That's right.
That's where to find her, everybody.
Yeah.
Have an awesome weekend.
Thank you. You too.
Yeah. Bye, sweetie. All right. Now I got to see who's here. Michelle. Hey, Michelle. Michelle and I were chatting yesterday. Who's here? Joanna. Hey, Joanna. I don't think I know Joanna. Brian. Hello, Brian. How's it going? And yeah, that's everybody right now that I'm seeing. Hope everybody enjoyed that. So yeah, Debbie and I have known each other for quite some time. It's always fun meeting my social media friends sort of in person on my show. So yeah, always exciting. So now, you know, I've been talking about the GOAT games for 2-3 weeks now. If last week we had an amazing show, I had the sanctuaries that could join us that are also part of the GOAT games. We had them all on last week. If you missed the show, check it out. It was a really fun show. And all of us got together and we made a video. You can find it on YouTube. I'm going to play it for you guys now. It's about 9 minutes long. And do we have, yeah, we got time. And I am going to hit the play button. Hold on. Where is it? All right, guys, I'm hitting the play button. Here we go. I hope you guys enjoy this.
Kathy and the 2- and 4-legged crew from Catskill Animal Sanctuary, we are so excited to be part of this year's GOAT Games, which this year is a coalition of a total of 10 sanctuaries. We're the co-host of the Global Federation of Animal Sanctuaries. Our partner, our mascot, Chester, is right here. Beyond that, this is serious business designed to raise awareness of the work we do in sanctuaries around the country. And we hope that the coalition, which features sanctuaries literally from Washington State all the way over to Pennsylvania and all the way down in Florida, will help raise awareness of the urgency of our work in addition to raising funds. So thanks for your support, thanks for your excitement. We hope you'll log on, we hope you'll donate, we hope you'll participate, and thanks to all of the wonderful people who are helping us put on the second annual GOAT Games from Catskill Animal.
Hey everybody, it's Jess from the Global Federation of Animal Sanctuaries here. All of us at GFest are so excited to be co-hosting the 2021 GOAT Games in Catskill Animal Sanctuary. 10 certified farm animal sanctuaries from around the country are going to be raising awareness about the plight of farm animals as well as raising critical funds for their life-saving work. Me and my friend Angie would love to introduce all of the teams in this year's games to you, and we'll see who goes for the gold. On your mark, ready, set, go!
Hi everybody, Shauna here and Bowie, and we are from Wildwood Farm Sanctuary and Preserve located in Newburgh, Oregon. We are home to over 100 rescue farm animals, just like Bowie, who have been neglected from various abuse and neglect situations. And also, we take in farm animals from animal shelters when they're looking to find homes. So we are really, really happy to be participating in this year's GOAT Games 2021. So GOAT Games are basically to raise awareness for the plight of farm animals, also to raise much needed funds for items around the sanctuary, such as a veterinary medical van. So we are really, really happy to be participating, and we hope you follow us along too. And you can participate by doing anything from walking, hiking, running, watching Netflix, or eating vegan ice cream, whatever your game of choice is. So anyway, we hope to see you at the 2021 Go Games. Say bye.
Hi, my name is Kate, and this is Ruby, and we're with Team Hartwood Haven. Hartwood Haven is a farm animal sanctuary located in Big Harbor, Washington. We rescue farmed animals from cruelty and neglect, and we are thrilled to be part of the GOAT Games this year. We are raising funds for Hartwood Haven's expansion and growth so that we can rescue more animals like Ruby. This year, Ruby and I will be competing in the Olympic swimming event because Ruby is a piggy gator and she goes swimming every day that it's hot. And you can join us this year in the GOAT Games by supporting Team Hartwood Haven and Ruby. Thank you all so much.
Hi everybody, this is Indra from Ursula Animal Sanctuary with Mira, our team captain, and my friend Dotsy. I'm Dotsy, being an Olympic cyclist and Interlook's #1 fan. And we are Mira. We're so excited for the Go Game. You guys sign up, play along, make sure that these sanctuaries get your support because they need it and they do critical work. Here at Ursula Animal Sanctuary, the critical work that we do includes rescuing farm animals, but it also rescues children. We do a lot of work with at-risk youth, connecting them with the animals so that they can help each other heal and grow. So, like Mira, you can be the greatest of all time if you donate and play along with the Go Games. See you there. Thank you. Bye.
Hey guys, it's Logan, Tony, and Penny here from Street Sanctuary in Central Florida. We're a farm animal sanctuary for rescues abused, abandoned, neglected, and farm animals with special abilities like Miss Penny. We're so excited to be taking part in this year's 2021 Go Games. And we hope to see all of you out there supporting your teams and support Team Children. We're excited to see you. Thanks.
Hi everyone, my name is Sarah. I'm the programs manager here at Farm Sanctuary, where we rescue and rehabilitate farm animals that have been abused and neglected. We get them healthy, we provide them a loving and enriching forever home, and we also help lead the public towards a plant-based lifestyle by educating them about the lives and personalities of our farm animals. We are so excited to be participating in the GOAT Games 2021, and I'm going to introduce you to our team captain and one of our animal caregivers.
Hello, I am Tiana. I'm one of the animal caregivers here at Farm Sanctuary, and this is Lola here. She is one of our special needs goats. She requires the use of prosthetics every day, but she does not let that get her down. She's an absolute fighter. That's why she's going to make a great team captain this year.
We also have Emmy as one of our teammates here, and she is going to be excellent in the GOAT Games. She actually needed a blood transfusion when we first rescued her, but today she is just a rock star.
Yay, Little Bear Sanctuary.
Hey everybody, Chris Vane, Little Bear Sanctuary in Punta Gorda, Florida. Our sanctuary is home to 170 rescue farm animals. We rescue animals from abuse, neglect, and we give them a forever home here at the sanctuary. We're big on pig education. We have 115 pigs. And we're really excited to be part of the GOAT Games 2021. It really means a lot to us. Much needed funds to continue rescue efforts. This little guy here, this big boy here is Orion. He's a great guy. This is our little mascot. This is Shrek. Say hi, Shrek. Say hi. Say hello. He's the head of the goat mafia. And yeah, my two favorite boys. Hi.
Hey everyone, I'm Lamar here at Ignont Farm Animal Refuge with Elliot and Hercules. We are located in Pittsburgh, North Carolina, and we have around 120 rescue animals, including goats, sheep, chickens, turkeys, ducks, and geese. And we are super excited to be a part of the 2021 Goat Games, hosted by Catskill Animal Sanctuary and the Global Federation of Animal Sanctuaries. So this year, we are part of a group of sanctuaries all around the nation who are participating in the Goat Games, helping to raise money for all of our life-saving work. And for us, we're super excited. We're raising $25,000 to help us with our expansion. So we've gone from 20 acres up to 45 acres, and this will allow us to rescue so many more animals in need coming from abuse, neglect, and abandonment. And so with your help, you can help us take home the gold. Thank you so much for supporting us.
Hi, I'm Kelly Shepard. I'm the founder of Pharmacy Animal Sanctuary. We're very honored this year to participate in the annual Goat Games with Catskill Animal Sanctuary and GFAS. So we thought we'd take this moment to introduce you to a few of our goat herd. This is Iggy. He's our ambassador for these. He's going to get his close up, of course. And then we've got Bucky, who's actually here in the back of the stall. He's trying to figure out where the bouquet is coming from, so she's going to search that out. And then over on this side, kind of peeking out of this house, is Kristen. So Kristen is actually our oldest goat here at the sanctuary. But we're very glad to be participating in the Goat Games. We're raising funds for our animals, health care for our animals, and we would love for you to join us on that journey. So please look for information on it, sign up, come join us, help us raise some money for these beautiful animals. We look forward to seeing you.
Hi, I'm Maddie. This is Smudge, and this is the Sauter State David. You support Sauter State David. You support our mission to end animal cruelty and create a more compassionate world. Sauter State David, we investigate animal cruelty crimes. We rescue and rehabilitate abused animals. We advocate for better laws, and we work to educate the public. If you'd like to support our work, join us in the Goat Games 2021 and help us reach our goal of $25,000 to help used and neglected animals like Smudge here. Thanks to all of you guys, and thanks to all the sanctuaries involved in the Goat Games 2021 for the animals.
All right, so I'm going to do that. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Oh, there I am. So yeah, those were fun, weren't they? I love those little piggies at the end. They're so cute. So yeah, guys. So Goat Games 2021. We really are thrilled to be working with these other sanctuaries. It's an amazing opportunity for Little Bear. Tomorrow, we're going to be at Millennial Brewing from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. Millennial Brewing in Fort Myers, Florida. And it's the closing games. They're doing a really big Heroes event, so cosplay. I think they're doing, I know they're going to have bounce houses. You know, I love them. They're very inclusive. You can bring your dog, you can bring your kids. It's a lot of fun. It's Millennial Brewing, Apothecary, and Flying Needle Kombucha all in the same place. So we're going to be there from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. Check out Apothecary. They're a non-alcohol bar, and I got to have one of their specialty drinks with kratom in it, and I had been dying to try that for so long. Man, I'm totally a fan of kratom. It's my new favorite herb, and yeah, I'm a big fan. Really, it's very relaxing. I'll just put it that way. Anyway, and that's Amber. Meet Amber at the bar at Apothecary. It'll be a lot of fun. I hope you guys will come out. You Florida peeps, come out and see us tomorrow. Randy and I will be there. We'll have a table. We'll sell some T-shirts, say hello, all that good stuff. How much time do we have? Oh, we got time. All right, so we've been doing phenomenal. Thank you so much to everybody who donated. We're up to $7,500 towards our 20K. We're building a pig barn, and when I say pig barn, it's a little bit of a different build than a regular barn because we don't need, a 20-foot high barn. Pigs like low, and so it'll be a much lower build. It will be hurricane resistant, certainly not hurricane proof, but hurricane resistant. Guys, we've got 115, 118 pigs. It's time. We really need to build a safe main structure for them. We definitely do have currently, we do have hurricane policy in place, so everybody will be safe regardless. But, unless it's a level 5 hurricane, we will never leave the sanctuary. We're going to stay with them. We were level 4 hurricane when we moved in. Everybody was fine. So, a 5 would be a catastrophe regardless, but let's not get depressing. But yeah, we would never leave the sanctuary. And it would be impossible to ship, we'd never get 170 animals out. So we're going to stay here. We've got a lot of amazing, safe places for them now, but it would be amazing to have a build for the pigs. If some of you don't know pig personalities, pigs do what they want to do. And pigs like to fight with each other, especially the different, we have a couple different fields of pigs, and no matter how many years they've been neighbors, you put them together, and man, do they like to fight. So it's always interesting. And then we have little piggies who travel all over every little field, and they're friends with everybody. It's a lot of fun. And if you visited us, you've certainly, I'm sure you've seen some pig fights happen. We have a big piggy mama who's about to give birth, and oh my God, if it doesn't happen today, I'd be shocked. It's going to happen this weekend. So yeah, we were not expecting, some more piggies, but hey, we're happy to be able to keep these piggy moms with their babies for life. And we've been able to do this because of everybody's amazing support. Every day I wake up and I'm gonna get, I always get emotional when I talk about this, but it's so amazing the support that you guys give us. We've been able to save so many animals because of it. I'm glad I can do this. I couldn't do this without you guys. And yeah, we're just, I wake up every day and I'm so grateful for you guys. You guys have been so generous. So thank you. Of course, here I am, teary-eyed as usual. But yeah, I'm amazed every day by the generosity of you guys. We're a nonprofit. We couldn't do this without you, and thank you guys so much. All right. Give me a minute to get myself together. All right, sorry about that, guys. I shouldn't apologize, but it's emotional for me. What else can I tell you? All right, so the next 2 weeks I'm off. I'm taking the summer off. We're going to be back on September 10th. That's the next show. I don't even think I told Tiffany yet. So yeah, Tiffany, the next few Fridays I'm off. Going to take some much needed time to chill out and enjoy what's left of this crazy hot summer. It's been so brutal here in Florida, like 110 degrees outside in the sun. It's like walking into an oven. It's like, I can't even describe it. So yeah, I'm going to take two Fridays off, and I'm sorry. Let me read what everybody's saying. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate it. I don't even want to read the comments because you'll all start me crying again. All right, so sorry. Yeah, so I'm going to take the next 2 Fridays off, and I'm going to be back September 10th. I've already got a slew of guests lined up for September. It's really exciting. I've got a sports guy who is making footballs and all sports equipment using non-leather, like vegan, because I don't know if you play sports, footballs are typically pig leather, mitts are leather, it's all leather. The balls are covered in leather. So this guy's changing sports the way we know it. I'm excited to have him on. Got a Grammy ballot vegan coming on. I've got, I got a whole bunch of people lined up. I don't want to give too much away. It's going to be really fun. I want to tell everybody that we meaning Goldylocks Productions. Goldylocks Productions has had over 10,000 downloads on Spreaker. I mean, so amazing, right? So thank you guys. It's because of your support. So grateful for you guys in so many ways. And what else can I tell you? Let's see. I have to go this close to read. Yeah, I need a vacation. Tiffany says I need a vacation. I do. I need a vacation. But yeah, so one other thing before I forget, the GOAT Games is being extended a week. Not to do any more GOAT Games, but just so people can catch up if they want to donate. I know some people get paid twice a month. Some people get paid once a month. So we're really open to make. We're just went over 7,500, which is so amazing. I mean, just absolutely incredible. I hope we get to 20. That would be so amazing. That's just what we need. But we'll get there, whether it's this or a combination. If you haven't had a chance to donate, if you donate $5, if everybody donated $5, we would have surpassed. We'd surpass our goal in by a long shot. It would be amazing. So never think that your donation is too small. A $5 donation from all of our followers, all of our friends would truly be miraculous for the animals here. We're still actively rescuing animals. We've been actively rescuing animals over COVID. It's really, it's hard for us to turn animals down. We get about easy 5 phone calls a day to take a pig. 5 phone calls a day. And obviously we can't take them all. Sanctuaries are full across the U.S. I mean, it's the pig thing is getting way out of control. I sort of saw this coming years ago. People are dumping them at shelters now. Shelters are full, and shelters don't have they just don't have the setup to take care of pigs. People still believe there's a mini pig. I just can't believe it after all these years. There is no such thing as a mini pig, you guys. I know my viewers know that. If you follow the sanctuary, you know that. There is no such thing as a mini pig. A mini pig is just a term for a smaller pig, like a potbelly. And potbellies can get up to 250 pounds. Pigs make amazing companions. They're very smart, but you need to have the proper housing. You need to have a veterinarian who can take care of them, proper feeding. You need to have some space. You can have them live in your house and they can go outside during the day, but they need space. They love to dig. They need to roll in the mud. They're so loving. They're so smart. 4th smartest animal on the planet. Right up there with, I think it's like horses and pigs, all around the same level. It's if you haven't had a chance to meet a pig, you must go to a sanctuary and meet a pig, because it will change your life. I love pigs. All right, guys, I am going to start closing up the show here. I hope you guys enjoyed today's show. Again, thank you guys for your amazing support. It's still not too late to donate to the Goat Games 2021 for Little Bear Sanctuary. I think we have 10 athletes, and they're doing a killer job raising money. Check them out. They're all doing something different. It's really amazing. Yeah, check it out. Look out online. Co and I raced yesterday. You may have seen the pic. So we're putting together that video, and I'll show you guys this weekend who won the race. I have a feeling you guys know already. So with that said, I'm going to miss you guys for the next 2 weeks. I'm going to be back on September 10th. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching every week and for watching us on demand. I'm very grateful to all of you. So Chris Vane signing out. Remember, peace begins on your plate. Love you guys.
Don't want the fun to end? Grab more refreshments. Then head over to the Goldylocks Productions YouTube channel. With the huge selection of shows, the fun doesn't have to end.